Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to the Linda Hummelshay
Whoops.
Art Gallery at Northern Essex Community College. And the show that we're beginning the season with is a show, it's called The Thin Woman, and it's original poems by Michelle Howard and photographs by Charlene Yelle. And I want to introduce you to the artists. Michelle, would you care to introduce yourself?
Hi.
And Charlene.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Yes. Okay. So, Michelle, would you explain to us a little bit about the project that we're showing and what your impetus was for it?
Sure. The series is called The Thin Woman, and I wrote the poems because my sister suffers from an eating disorder, and she's been suffering for 30 plus years, most of her adult life. And I've always felt really helpless in trying to help her through it or help her to get better. And so I wrote the poems as a way to kind of gain insight into what she's going through, but also as a way to help her to express to other people what she's going through.
Now, I know from knowing you and reading about your history that you have experience with using the arts therapeutically. So were you considering that in the process of doing this?
Originally, it was just a chance for me to kind of deal with my reactions to her disease. But once I shared them with her and with my mom, it became really therapeutic for the three of us because we had deeper, meaningful conversations with each other. And it helped my sister to open up and step outside of this disease, which has defined her for so long.
Now, so when did you decide that you wanted to have photographs accompany this?
I had written the poems, shared them with my sister and my mom, and the ultimate goal was someday I wanted to create a book with the poems. And I wasn't quite there yet. And then I started thinking about how could I share it with more people. And just one night I just thought, gee, to have photographs to go with it, maybe we could have an exhibit as a way of reaching a larger crowd. And then I thought of my cousin who I knew did beautiful photography and got on the phone and asked her if she wanted to jump on board with it.
And Charlene,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about what happened then.
We, first of all, I've known Melissa and Michelle for a very long time. I don't know, 40 plus years. And when Michelle asked me, I just didn't even think twice about it. I just wanted to help share the story, and if I could be a part of it. And it all just came so easily. We set up a date. Michelle had sort of what she had envisioned, and I just went with that. And I think the only thing we changed or I suggested was maybe doing it in black and white, taking the photos in black and white, to not have color be a distraction, because we really wanted to have Melissa show her just her spirit to come through, I guess. And I think it really did. And I think she was really comfortable. And I was afraid that maybe she wouldn't be, and I didn't want that to come through in the photographs. But so I think she just, even by giving her, I remember one instant, I think it was the bathroom, we were all going to accompany her in there, and she said, no, just you and I. She didn't want her mom, which I thought was, wow, or her sister in there, because we had all done it all together.
Right.
And, but I think it was just a really personal, and usually when you're purging, you're by yourself. But she allowed me to be in there. And when she did it, I just get goosebumps now because it was just so natural for her to do that. Grab her ponytail, and the way she was resting her arm on the bowl, it was like she had just been there so many times. And she looked really comfortable doing it.
I know that particular photograph's a very moving photograph. And your decision, which I assume was a joint decision to go with black and white, I think also was important. I agree with you that color would have added a completely different dimension. And the focus on what it is your message is, Michelle, is clearer, I agree, in black and white. Yeah, definitely.
When she grabbed her ponytail and put her arm there and just looked down into the bowl, it was just so automatic. It was just like,
Right.
so, it was like 3 steps. Like she had just done that so many times, and it's like, I don't know. I just see her eye. I don't know. When she did that, it gave me goosebumps because
Sure.
That's been a part of her life for so very long.
Right. Now, looking at the body of work that the two of you have produced, what are your feelings about it?
I'm super proud of it. I had told you earlier, the poems by themselves, I thought were very emotional and very powerful when I shared them with people. And I feel like the photographs also tell a very deep, deep story, but together. And I think that's what I was so excited about. Putting them together just draws you in even more. So I'm super proud of it. And I'm very excited to be able to share it with people and to hopefully help people struggling with the same disorder.
No, well, I agree. Is there anything you want to add about your feelings about the whole piece now, Charlene?
I just feel like it's really not the two of us, it's the three of us.
Oh, yes.
Melissa
Absolutely
was just so vulnerable, yet, without her, I guess what impressed me was that she is well enough to put it out there too. I think that's huge, because I know it's such a secretive and very personal thing to do, and for her to put herself out there like that.
I agree.
And yeah, so I really think it's really 3 of us. It's not just the 2 of us.
And that's
Michelle's poetry is, I mean, it's just so deep and so personal. And then with the photographs, I think just reflected that. And then with Melissa, not holding back, just being herself so freely and open like that, I just think is huge.
Well, I agree with you completely. I think the work, when Michelle first contacted me, which was, I don't know, last year, it was a while ago. And I said that there's a real possibility of this. And then of course the pandemic came. But I obviously didn't know that much about it at that point. Now, obviously I do. But knowing that Melissa is the model in each of these photographs also adds so much to it. So I agree with what you had said earlier, Michelle, about what she got out of it. And I think that will add that much more to it for others when they view the show. Anything the two of you would like to add? Okay.
I just hope that people who see it and get something out of it share their experience with others so that it can just go as far as it can go.
I agree with you completely. And, the advantage of the fact that we now have, that the gallery is now online, means that many more people will be able